Hi everyone. Got notes. This is just a list of managers, potential managers that we've got, and I don't think anyone will disagree with him. Right, Gerrard, Rafa, no, in no particular order. So we'll start again. Gerrard, Rafa, Sean Dyche, Lampard, no chance, but his name's kicking about. Danny Rowe, no. He's in 2 years at Chef Wednesday and did well. That's a project. He might come and he might never get that straight, get that good again. Robinson at St Mirren, I would take him in a heartbeat. Muscat, he's who I would have. Van Bommel, too big a risk. Because he didn't do too well at some teams and he did all right in Belgium. McInnes, I know his name's kicking about. He's no leaving Hearts. Why would he leave Hearts? Marco Rose, this is one people are missing out. It doesn't get mentioned often. He's done well where he's been, and he likes to play football. He changes football. He's a 4-4-2 guy, but will change to suit other teams. Knutson, zero chance he's coming. Now, Gerrard, I wanted to highlight this about Gerrard. See his tax thing, that's long gone. That's finished in April. It goes from April to April. I'm in that tax thing. I do that tax, the same tax as him at times. Sometimes I did it for years, so I know what I'm talking about there. Rafa Benitez, now, I think he's on record. He says he wants a Premiership job, but they don't come round often. Would he take the Rangers job? I don't know if he would. I can't make my mind up at that. I would have him. I would have the guy. Lampard, I would love him, but he's not going to leave Coventry. They're flying the top of the Championship. He's likely to get promoted. That he must be in a great place right now. There's no need for him to leave there at all. Muscat, I think he's second in the league in China, 4 games to go. I know I've commented about him in Belgium, but then when you really look into his time at Belgium, it was like equivalent of a St Mirren, and there was barriers there and stuff. I know 2 wins out of 14 or whatever it was is terrible, but Van Bommel, nah. Gerrard's a safe one, and Gerrard, who I would take Gerrard. See, every name I've mentioned there, the only one I would not take 100% is Danny Rowe. Because he's only been a coach, a manager for 2 seasons, and listen. I know what he's done, and he's done well, but that's too much of a project guy. We don't want a project guy. Sean Dyche, I would have. Now, here's the thing: people say, "Oh, he was a mid-table team in the Premiership." Aye, he did what he had to do. Company took over from him, got them relegated. He's now the Bayern Munich manager. They've just gone. I think they're about to break all the top leagues records for the most first games won in the season. I think they've won 12 in a row or something like that. And I don't know what the record is, but he's about to beat it. All right. Robson along the road in Paisley. I think he's definitely in with a shout. Now, when it comes to Thelwell and Stewart, they need to hit a reset button. They need to trust the fans, trust people that's talking to them over this. If they pick any of the managers mentioned, they'll be all right. They'll be all right, because apart from the one I've said, apart from Raw, if they pick someone out of that group, the majority of fans will be all right. I know Dyche is divisive, but Dyche, here's the thing about Dyche. He set up defensively because he had to. You know what I mean? Are you telling me a guy at that level, a guy with that intellect, because he's a smart guy, won't come to Rangers and think, right, Rangers have got to win every game, so he'll have to focus. He'll lock the back door, but he'll focus a lot more on scoring goals as well. You know what I mean? That's not. These guys are adaptable. That's what I'm trying to say. The word adaptable. These guys don't have a fixed. Well, unless you're Martin, mind you, a guy like Dyche will change for the right club. You know what I mean? He did well. You go and ask the Burnley fans, and he got them promoted as well. I've said this already today. Dyche will be all right. I think it will be him. I still think it will be him. Muscat's definitely in with a shout. But yeah, I just hoping the club we hear from the club today. But so it'll be interesting to hear what you think out of all those managers. I'll say them again: Gerrard, Rafa Benitez, Sean Dyche, Lampard, Rowe, Robson, Muscat, Van Bommel, McInnes, Rose, Knutson. Now, I know I've said a few of them will definitely not come, but I'm still throwing them out there because some of you may disagree with me on that. Knutson's a no chance. Apparently, he's been. Many clubs have tried to tout him away from Glint up there, but he must love living up in that part of the world and all that stuff. But anyway, it's interesting times. I would like to hear from the club today. I'd like to know what's happening, who's taking training, who's going to be picking the team and all that. Or is it a case of we know who the next manager is already and he'll be here tomorrow? Who knows? But I would like to know by Thursday who the manager is. Because all the managers I've mentioned there, it's a simple phone call, I believe, phone call. Do you want to manage the Rangers? Aye, okay, or no, no thanks. We cannot have a manager from left field that we've never heard of. Not that we've never heard of, but one out with that bracket. We can't have that. We can't have that. You know, it's just not right. It wouldn't sit right with me at this moment in time. Anyway, cheers.